Yeah, let's go. Hello, everyone. Welcome again to the Gunners Lounge. We are here, first home game of the season. Here to review it, here to talk about it, the sweet, the ugly, and the good news. I'll start with the good news, brother. We have
Fine.
unveiled, we have unveiled our boy.
Oh, my boy. you know, oh man, it was nice. It was nice. I had the reaction to it, I was happy to see him happy.
Yeah,
He was happy. He felt like he's been waiting for it all his life. And man, I'm just happy. I'm happy that we signed not just a great player, but also a fan
a big fan,
that
a big fan,
understands what it means for us to try and work our way back to where we want to be.
bro. It's a great story. It's a great story unfolding, man.
Mm-hmm.
And if you ask me, the number 10 that he has been given is well worth it.
It's worth it. It's
Is
worth the
well worth it.
wait. It's
Is
worth
what
the
the
wait. It's worth the wait. And it seems like a suitable upgrade. It seems like the suitable upgrade that we've been waiting for Smith Rowe
yeah,
has. This is like a suitable replacement or an upgrade. So Azeton it seems like something that has been with us all our lives. It's just worth it.
bro. As far as Eze is concerned, we're looking at him as the Maverick. We've been missing that Maverick, and we feel like we have him now. The good thing also is that he's coming at his prime. Over the years that we've been watching Eze, he has looked like, diamond in the rough steel kind of vibes. But in the past 2, 3 seasons, he has been cleaning up real good in terms of his productivity, in terms of his contribution, in terms of how he can actually carry the team on his back. And we need more players like that right now in the squad to actually ease off the pressure on people like Odegaard. But enough said about Eze. Let's get into the crux of the matter as far as this match is concerned. Big win for the Arsenal, 5-0. Yesterday evening we met and you told me you are, looking at a windfall of goals for Arsenal. And
Yes.
I honestly did not see it. What I was even bothered about was the fact that, we typically concede at home. And
Mm-hmm.
owing to the performance we had at the Old Trafford, I'm looking at it that we're not up to speed. We're not, looking sharp yet. So
Mm-hmm.
Leeds might give us a problem on the counter. And I felt like maybe we'll succumb to a goal or few. But maybe we'll come up with a win. But my own issue was the fact that we're actually going to
Gonna
concede.
concede, yeah.
Yeah, but what's your take on the first 20-25 minutes of the game as far as our style of play is concerned?
So on the positive side, it showed that Mikel Arteta is more than ever is adaptable. I felt like the way we started the game, Leeds started up well, and I think by the time we made a few tweaks, or maybe the boys, it could be a couple of things. It could be a thing about like settling down and being comfortable, the jitteries of your first home game, the
Yeah.
pressures and all, and it could also be Mikel Arteta also being adaptable because like the first 15 minutes were not as comfortable
Yeah.
as other parts of the game. So I felt like he has shown us that tweaks can happen. The players can pick up their speed. I feel like it's not even a case of like Arteta has to tell them a lot of things now. The players can usually pick it up and like fix it. And on the pitch, I feel I feel we're ready. I know that there's been a lot of times that we've been like, oh yes, this is our season, this is our season. But looking
Yeah.
at the team, Ateta actually also saying in one of the pre-match conferences, like this is the most complete team he has had since his time in Arsenal. And I can agree with that.
Yeah.
In terms of like, yeah, for
That's
like
very correct statement.
that is a
Yeah.
very, very correct statement. So like that showing how we were able to change and adapt and survive the first 15 minutes, 20 minutes and get comfortable into the game and stuff like that. I think it's a testament of how the team has grown and how we can be adaptable, either due to the coaches or to the players, or a combination of both.
Absolutely. And talking about adaptability, one of the biggest takeaways for me in this game really is, we came up against the same challenge we've had from the previous season, which
Mm-hmm.
is injuries.
Yeah.
Odegaard, and we're wondering what's going to happen. But if you're in alignment with, what I was experiencing as well, I had a better confidence because our team practically right now is stacked. And when that situation came up that, okay, Odegaard is going to be taken off, he might not be
Yeah.
able to finish the
We're
game,
not
we looked at the
scared.
bench and we saw the bench that this bench is stacked
We're not scared. We're not
at
like,
all.
oh, okay, oh, like everything has scattered again. Like, you, it would be easy to forget that that we missed Odegaard in the first half
Yeah.
because of how the tempo did not drop, and but that's also what squad depth looks like.
Yes. And it's been a while. It's been a while we've had, would I even call it been a while, or we've really never had this type of squad depth? Because honestly speaking, as we are going to go through in this conversation, you will realize that we actually were stretched, because if this same thing happened to us last season in
It's
a
a
game
different
against,
story.
yeah, it will rattle everyone. It will
Mm-hmm.
rattle the whole stadium. But
Mm-hmm.
honestly, seeing how Madueke can actually be pulled to the right, how
Mm-hmm.
Ethan Nwaneri is stepping up to positions, getting into
Mm-hmm.
space, receiving the ball,
Mm-hmm.
making
Mm-hmm.
things happen, even switching
Mm-hmm.
the play to the left. I'm
Yes.
I'm 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 so impressed. And amidst the little, concerns that we have right now regarding patterns of play, because really
Mm-hmm.
we haven't really seen our typical patterns of play yet, I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying this bodes well for what we have to experience moving forward in the season, because
Yes.
the team will only get better. This team is going through a mini transition, because we
Yes.
have certain positions that are still kind of trying to understand themselves better. Declan
Mm-hmm.
Rice, Zubimendi, and even how Odegaard gets to involve the left-hand side of things. I don't know if you noticed, even when Odegaard started in the first half, he was tilting a little bit to the left, trying to run in from the left. So I'm like, okay, maybe there is this conversation going on that we need to engage the left
Mm-hmm.
more.
Yeah.
Beautifully, now that we have, Eze in, I'm not scared going to Anfield. Even
Without without with
without,
the concern of like injuries of like Saka, Odegaard,
yes,
and Kai Havertz, and I'm going
yeah,
to Anfield. I'm like, ah, cool. Like I'm not really
we can
scared.
still make it work.
Yo, with those injuries, with the team that we have, Martinelli did not get to play. Merino did not get to play.
Mm-hmm.
and and our tempo did not drop. This is what we, and I hope the injuries. To be honest, I was just thinking about like the last time a key player got injured, we signed Eze. Now that are we going to sign somebody else? Are we expecting another blockbuster? You know what I'm saying?
it looks
So
it looks it looks like Berta is still in the market, right? And in a moment, I think we should just say something about Berta. And the Berta, proves to us that once you have the right man for the job, you get results. It's as
it's
simple as that. It is as
it,
simple as that. And what we are seeing so far in our squad, really, the quality that we are coming up with, I think a trophy is almost guaranteed,
we
one way or the
deserve it.
other.
We
One way
deserve
or
it.
the
This
other.
team,
The,
this
the
team
only
will
thing,
be will
yeah.
be sad without a trophy.
So now this is what I'm even trying to drive at, as it relates to getting the right man for the job, right? So we had Ateta and Edu. They did tremendously, right? Together,
Hmm?
we got in, some good players. Now that we had, Edu leave and Adebeta come in with experience of doing this on a high level, doing this top class, right? We can see changes as far as recruitment is concerned.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if with this recruitment we don't get it over the line, I think it begs to reckon that Ateta will be looked at and said, "You're a great coach, no issues about that. But
Mm-hmm.
do you have the grit from experience to get it over the line?"
Mm-hmm.
That's where questions will come up from.
Yeah, that's the
Because,
pressure. That's the
yeah,
pressure
because
that is on Arteta
as
right
far as
now. That's
resources is concerned, I think he has been backed more than
recruitment,
adequately.
everything. He's been backed. So like he that's the pressure that I believe that he's under right now, because he's going to look at it like one way or the other, his job is on the line. If there's any other change that has not been impressive or that has not proven to be profitable,
Yeah,
because you change sport director, it proved to be possible. He gave you, he negotiated, he gave you, he recruited, he renewed contracts,
yeah,
all of that. They're not going to sack 24 players.
definitely not.
So definitely he's going to, that's the pressure that is going to go. But I like it. I like the pressure. And that, and that
I
and that's also going to be projected on the team as well. And
yes,
yes, the team is under pressure right now to
to
deliver.
deliver absolutely,
Deliver.
and
Because
it's
even if you get injured right now, bro, you want to work hard to come back as soon as possible to fight for your
yes,
spots. Because
yes,
if one person is delivering, because right now, even though Waneri could show he had so many things that he did wrong, but he also did well his normal performances. But if he if he did all those, if he dropped all those passes earlier, if he was able to like just do the less things and do the simple things, bro, Odegaard will be scared when he comes back.
yeah, and not to even knock anything off from Waneri in terms of his performance, right?
Mhm.
I feel he did a lot of things right in that second half. If you notice, our transition got a little bit more open. Like
Mm.
he was able to take the ball and move it to the left or the right m-
Faster.
more decisively than an
Yeah.
Odegaard.
Yeah.
Odegaard feels like he's trying to make a decision, he's trying to
Yeah.
think through the process. But Ethan is like, you know what, let's get this rolling.
Mhm.
Let's move it quick. And altogether, I'm so impressed. Especially also for the fact that bringing in, one of the youngest players to be fielded
You.
for us, Max Dowman. No, this is what a time to be an Arsenal fan. Considering the present and also looking at the future. No, if you look at the mix of our squad, bro, we have promising young players. When I say promising young players in key positions,
Players that
defensively,
they will play together for a long time.
a long time.
Hmm.
So I would say we owe that credit to Mikel Arteta because he has come a lot under a lot of heat regarding the involvement of academic players and all
Mhm.
that. But right now we can see clearly that he has a plan
That
for these
if you
guys.
are good enough, yeah, that's thrown away. If you are good enough, you'll be you.
Absolutely, because if you ask me, Max Dowman coming on before a Martinelli begs to question, wait, are you guys considering selling Martinelli? That's why you're not playing him. Because Trossard coming before him, Max Dowman coming before him is suspect. But but this basically also shows us that we have squad, we have depth. The penalty that he won, I'm like, this is a rhythm that I'm seeing from him from
Yes,
preseason.
3 appearances for us now. He has won 3 penalties.
It's
So
it's it's it's
and the
too
way he
much.
plays and the way he
Yeah,
plays, bro, is going to continue. It's going to happen again because
yeah.
he's that good. He's you would nah quick.
No, I'm really happy about that. Also, another person I'm happy for the team right now is our boy.
Gyökeres, right? Did you see the extra flick that he looked at the camera and flicked his head
Yeah,
for all the haters that we're talking about?
he
He
did, he
flicked
did,
his
he
head
did.
extra for them. All those haters talking about you that had no shot on target, but he flicked his head 14 times. Yes.
Yeah, and one of the things I was thinking about during the halftime break, where Jimmy and Uncle Ian was talking about how probably he needs to kind of like loosen up a bit. That this is a time where his character
Trent,
has to come forward. He will
yeah,
have
just
chances.
enjoy the game.
Yeah, he's going to miss some
Just
chances, but
enjoy
he will loosen
every.
up. Enjoy the game.
Yeah.
Enjoy the game. A lot of fans have been bickering about the whole fact that our game is not adapted to him. Maybe we should adapt our
Easy.
game to him, and or he should be adapted to our game.
Hmm.
And in my mind, I'm like, I think it at this point it has to be a combination of both,
Both.
right?
Yes.
Because once these players play consecutively, regularly with themselves,
They
we
will
would have the
know
options
how
of
to play. Yeah.
sticking it up, just like the way Calafiori actually just
Calafiori did it. Yeah,
sent it
he'll
over
be
the
there.
top.
I know he'll
He'll
be
be
there.
there.
Just kick it forward. There are few top nines that you can do that with right now. You can do it with like a Gyökeres. You know you can do it with like a Victor Osimhen. You know you can do it with all those guys that
Yeah,
just like goal poachers with the Haaland. You know you can do it with all those guys that just put it up there. They will bully their way. They will find their way into the box, and that's what he did.
yeah.
Like us, we needed someone that can score a goal from nothing, and that was like a goal that came from nothing. Nobody. It wasn't like a chance. It was just
It
nothing.
wasn't a clear chance, and
It
and and
wasn't.
that's one of the most impressive things about that particular goal, because I feel it will be a serious confidence booster for him, in the sense that under all that immense pressure,
Mm-hmm.
that floated ball over the top,
Mm-hmm.
the way he brought it down,
Mm-hmm.
the way he moved in to his
Ran.
right,
Yeah.
he didn't rush it. He took his time, got it on his right, and took his shot.
You know, all the clips of Gyökeres that we watched before we
Yeah,
signed him, there were goals like this. There
yeah,
were goals like he'll pick it up, run, cut in, and shoot from the left.
yeah.
And people were like, oh, he won't see this type of space in the Premier League. He won't see this type of space in the Premier League. He's going to score a lot of those goals because there are very few players that have the strength, the speed, the finish, the composure all together
Get
right
it
now.
off.
Nah.
The next argument now for a lot of other fans that are watching us and trying to make Gyökeres look like a mediocre player, right? They say he would only do this against smaller teams, and I'm like,
That's what we
that
need.
is exactly what we need,
That's what we
because before
need.
he came, we didn't have a problem with the big teams.
Yes.
It's these
Yes.
small teams that we have problems with.
Yes. Yes. The ones that we
So
find it hard to score.
yeah, the
Nah.
the joy.
Everything was good. Talking like we haven't even gone into like the goals per se, but this is just off like what we spoke about like last season. The squad depth has improved, recruitment
Mhm.
has improved. We've
Yeah,
answered questions that we've always had. The forwards, the aces, the left wings, the Odegaard replacement, the Saka
yeah,
replacement. The covers and everything. So right now, we really don't have any like reason not to deliver. You know,
yeah, and
I'm not even putting a pressure on like the end of the season. I just feel like right now we just need to show how to win in different ways and in any way. And in the two games that we've played, we've showed two
absolutely,
different ways of winning, two
absolutely,
different performances. And as you said, this team will only get better.
yes, yes,
So we're
and
going to see different things. So
big, big credit to
big credit to
Arteta as well.
everybody.
Big credit to Arteta as well, in the sense that one of the things that we complained about last season was the fact where he doesn't make those in-game management situations where you're moving players just to manage their minutes. And
Yeah,
I would say credit to him when I saw him taking off Timber. Timber was
yeah,
immense in the game,
yeah,
fantastic in the game.
yeah.
But at the same time, he's like, you know what? I'm just going to manage him properly,
We need
pull him out,
there are more
bring in
games coming.
Mosquera.
Right? Yeah,
And I'm like, oh, interesting. I want to see
yeah.
Musquera actually play that position. Musquera
And it wasn't
definitely
bad.
not a timber, but
Yeah,
he's neat. He's neat on the ball,
yeah,
tidy on the ball. His passes are clean, everything. But that's another picture of the depth we have.
exactly.
Ben White is currently not fit to start.
Mm-hmm.
Timber shouldn't be stretched beyond
Too
reason.
much. So you balance it up.
So we are balancing things up.
Yeah. And the
We see
Muscara can
Calafiori,
also
the same
cover
thing as
for
well.
the Muscara can also cover up for any of the centre backs as well.
Yeah,
Likewise Kiwior. And you have Calafiori and Miles Lewis Kelly from the left back, which also gives us another option. Talking about adaptability.
yeah.
Our fullbacks are a key part of how we play on any day.
Mm-hmm.
So depending on the pairing of your fullbacks,
Yeah,
it's going to like determine maybe like the tempo or the approach of play and stuff like. And it is still us giving us the X factor, the adaptability. Like nobody can actually like predict like, oh, today this is how Arsenal will play and we'll
Yes.
knock them off. Like so, bro. There's option A, yeah, option B. If you think you can, that can cut me off. Like the set pieces are there as well. You understand? And bro,
Bro,
we are going to get better with set pieces. I'm telling you, this season we are going to get a direct corner goal.
from Declan.
Yes, most likely from Declan.
Most likely
Because
from Declan. I've seen
most
it.
likely from Declan is going to enter the goal straight from corner.
Nah,
Because
a lot of people talk about, us being set piece FC. Bro, I will take it.
yes,
I will
I
take
like
it.
it.
I will take it.
I like it because we need different ways of winning. There's going
Putting
to
in
be
goals.
days. There are going to be days. I remember when Manchester United came to Emirates like last season and we beat them 2-0. Timber and Saliba, I guess. There were like
Yeah.
two corners, two goals. Game over. Like, go and win your own set piece. Go and win your
And
own
score it.
game by set piece as well.
In the words
Nah.
of Bonner Boy, do am if
Do
easy.
am if easy. Do am. Do am.
So yeah, there's so much to be happy about as far as this game is concerned, and there's still so much more to be expectant, regarding the recruitment that we've seen so far this season. But regarding this recruitment that we've made, what would you say in terms of ratings of this summer transfer window? As an Arsenal fan, in your years being an Arsenal fan, what other summer transfer window can you recall that is coming close to the
That is
excitement we are currently
better
feeling?
than this.
Yeah,
To be honest, it's been a minute that all our questions
yeah,
have been answered. As an
exactly.
Arsenal fan, I know I'm speaking for all of us when I say
Yeah,
that we usually answer maybe at most 9/10 and leave one key signing out. We
out.
can sign everybody but one. Sign this but one. Sometimes we will not even sign anybody and just buy a goalkeeper. I remember that summer transfer that we just left with the goalkeeper. But
So
anyway, I
it's
feel like
it's
this summer, in terms of being able to answer all the questions that me as a fan and as a team we've asked and wanted,
yeah,
this is a 10/10 summer.
and
This is a 10/10
I'm
summer.
gonna say the same. Honestly,
Yeah.
any other fan that is going to rate it less than a 10/10, right, is basically going to say it for either of these two reasons. Either of the reason that, okay, no, let the end of the season come before we really rate the transfer.
True.
But if we are just going to look at it off transfers,
Yeah.
this is the most complete transfer window we've had in the longest.
100.
Yeah,
100. My rating is based on the questions we've asked as fans and how our team has wanted those signings. Now,
yeah.
based off on that, it's a 10/10. But if it's now based off on impact, on if it's the right signing or not, that's we have to go to wait at the end of the
At the
season,
end of the season. But as
for
far as
that.
personnel,
But as far as
it's
personnel and HR recruitment has been, this is a 10 over
solid,
10 summer.
solid,
You know,
solid, solid.
we have in more than half of the league we would have Kepa starting in their team.
Yes,
That's our backup goalkeeper. Our fullbacks, our centre backs have our starting defense is the best in the league,
absolutely.
and the
No one would argue
replacements,
that. No one would
yeah,
argue
and
that.
the replacements of that is not the
Far off.
levels are not dropping
It's
so
not a
much.
big drop off. Yes.
Now talk about midfield. We lost Partey, that was one of our key players,
Yeah.
and with Zubimendi, is looking like we've even gone a higher level.
Yeah. In terms of how secure he is with the ball, in terms
He's
of
more
how he reads
athletic.
the game, his football IQ is solid.
He's also more athletic. So in terms
Yeah.
of how he covers space when he's even beaten, or when maybe like combination of passes they've played in between him and he's trying to recover to the next place, he's more athletic. So he covers up more spaces faster. So that gives us better threat than Partey. Partey is physicality, length, and things like that. But if he's beaten. He hardly covers up. He can
Mm.
in some instances, but
Yeah.
not in every time. You would not depend on his pace and his quick recoveries.
So
But so I feel
yeah,
like we
it's,
have improved. We haven't even seen
we have
Norgard like
improved.
that.
We
We
have
haven't even
improved.
seen Norgard. Now, bro, we lost our three best players, and our mood is not down. We are not scared.
Bro,
We are not like, bro, we
that's the
lost Kai
biggest
Havertz, we lost Saka, we lost
that's the
Odegaard,
biggest
and,
takeaway for me for this game. That we've
and,
lost players of that caliber
and our
and we are
mood is
not
not
phased.
shaking. And we have Anfield up on, and we're like, yeah, we're going to Anfield. Bro,
Yeah.
I beg. Our levels have changed, and this summer is a big contribution to that.
There's a big contribution to that, man. I would say big ups to the team. Recruitment team and Roberta is doing a fantastic job. Now it's in the hands of Arteta to get it over the line. I believe he can, though this season is definitely going to be very competitive. But as we've seen today, you really cannot predict exactly what will happen as far as the teams are concerned. Tottenham did a job on City. We know they typically do a job on City, but with how City actually start, you would expect that City would turn up. Come on, City was at home. But Premier
City
League
was
will shock you.
City was abysmal. They were terrible. I couldn't believe that was Pep Guardiola's team. They were so easy.
Yes.
I was like, if these guys play like against us, imagine them being on the counter. And for a long while, there was nobody else running back apart from the defense. There was no defender. Bro, you know how we lose the ball and everybody's defending, everybody's
Everybody's
running
back.
back. But this, and I'm like, yo, these guys are on the counter and it's still remaining 3-on-2 for a long while in your half. Oh my god, let me play City now. Let me play City now.
We are playing them soon. We are playing them soon. Not too
We're
far
playing
from
them
now.
soon. We're playing
Yeah,
them soon.
it's
I really want to play all these big teams.
yeah. I think this at this stage of the season, you can actually get teams off guard, right? You would meet them and you will be tested, but at the same time we will test them. So
Yeah.
Liverpool at the Anfield is going to be a test for Liverpool as much
Three
as it's going to
tests.
be a test for us.
Three tests, yes. It's going to be a good watch.
Absolutely, bro.
It's going to be
Absolutely,
a good
man.
watch.
Fantastic to be back again. We're here for you this new season. Comments on the Premier League and other competitions that we're in, like the Champions League. You know how we operate now. We don't deal with other Thursday night football and stuff. But we're here for all of that commentary. Please subscribe if you like football yarns. We're here. And also, please show us love, interactions, comments, and put up your thoughts, and we would also interact with you as well. Thank you so much for connecting with us. I really appreciate the growth that we've experienced over the last season. This is a new channel. We're just here expressing our thoughts on games. We love the game. We love to discuss it, and we thought, you know what, we just come here and do that, and we're having a great time doing it. So please interact with us, and sure, subscribe. Thank you very much. Magic.
And